This video about one of the most powerful and common use of a function called sum function. So using sum function, we can calculate many business transactions. For example, here in this worksheet, we have a portion of a data set. It's a quarterly sales value of some sales agents. Like here you can see column A has got some sales agents and their monthly sales for 3 months, January, February, March. So we have to find out using the sum function their quarterly total sales amount. So when we try to find the sales performance of sales agents, we can use similar kind of calculations to find that. So let's start with this January month. So sum function, for sum function, we can use the keyboard formula. First equal sign and type sum. So when we type sum, we get the functions all related to sum. Sum, sum if, sum if. So we are just going to show the first function called sum function. So just double click this and we have to select a range of cells that the sum has to be done. So like this. So we just selected the first cell and the selection we dragged until the last cell. So this way the Excel has selected a range of cells which is B2 until B11. So if we press enter now, so we get the total value, the total sales figure in January month for all the sales agents, which is $132,665.63. Okay. So similarly, okay, so we don't have to do the next 2 months for the same function, sum function. We just have to drag it. Like earlier video, I mentioned the fill handle. So here we see the fill handle cursor. We just select it and drag it to the next months for which we have to do calculation. So when we drag it, we get the sales total here, okay, for February and March. Similarly, for individual sales agents, we can use the sum function, equal sign, sum, double click. We can double click or we can also use the shortcut from the keyboard, which is tab button. So we just press tab and it automatically select the first function. So okay, so we can see the function here. We have to select the range of cells for doing the sum, which is B2, C2 and D2, and we can either close the bracket or we can use the shortcut on the keyboard. Just press enter, and pressing enter will close the function, and by default it will close the bracket. Use the close bracket and end the function. So now we can see the quarter sales for Emily Johnson for 3 months. Okay, so and we don't have to do the rest. We just use the fill handle and double click. The reason we are double clicking, because this is vertical. So fill handle doesn't work horizontally. We have to drag it, but when it's vertical, we just double click and it does the rest for the subsequent cells for the whole column actually. So we can see the Excel has used the function sum function for this range, and the second sum function for this range, C2 to C11, D2 to D11, and for individual sales agent sum B2 to D2, this range, and the second sales agent Michael Smith. Okay, this way. Okay, so the one thing we have to do now, we have to calculate the quarter sales total for all sales agents. So what we can do, we can use the sum formula, just the total, all agents. So we find this quarterly total sales value. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now we have shown you how to manually do it, but there is another much shorter way to do this, use this sum function. Okay, let's undo the things we have done so far. For this January month, we can just select the cell where the sum function has to be performed, and here you can see auto sum button. Here we just press this auto sum button and we get the sum of the total month. Same way, so we don't have to do it for each cell. We just drag it using the fill handle and get it here. Same way, auto sum, enter button, and fill handle. Using the fill handle, double clicking the fill handle, it gets the rest of the cells done. Same way, auto sum. Excel automatically, when we use the auto sum function, Excel automatically detects what has to be done, so it's too much intelligence, you see. So that way we can use shortcuts for some function or manually do it typing the function and using the fill handle. So that's all for this video. Thank you.